Okay, good evening, and welcome to tonight's Dandy Day live business opportunity meeting. Once again, it's a webcast like we did 2 weeks ago and like we will be doing normally here. For those of you on the internet, welcome to tonight's meeting. When we do these also, we are recording these, and we try to get them posted the next day. Sometimes it takes 2 days or so. But if you go to freedom-2012.com, that's where you can see the recordings. And we're also building a training site there at freedom-2012.com. Right now, on the first page, you see the presentation. If you click on Live Webcast, there's a button at the top left there. That's a recording of this meeting. And again, tomorrow or the next day, tonight's meeting will take the place of the one that's up there now. And then the other one says Tools. That will be some recordings that will be up there as well. Little 2-minute and 3-minute videos you can watch that will help you with your back office and, how do I log into my back office? How do I place an order? How do I enroll someone online? Okay, but you're here to talk about a business opportunity tonight. A business. Before you get into business, you better know why you're getting into business. Okay, this is roll up your sleeves, go to work. Okay, so if you're going to invest some time, many of you are already, working 40, 50 hours a week. And if you're going to invest a little more time to start your own business, you better know why. So let me try a few questions here. What if you were able to get to the point where you had a business that, you worked hard, you got to a point, but all of a sudden now you've got an extra $500 every month coming in? What would you do with the extra $500 a month? Travel. And where can you travel? What kinds of things would you do with the extra $500 a month traveling? Go overseas to Europe. Where in Europe would you want to go? Yeah? To Germany is the answer being given here. How about anybody else? You'd buy a car. What kind of car are you going to get? A fancy luxury car, Cadillac, Eldorado, BMW, something like one of those really fancy cars. What color are you going to get?
I'm going to get a cold pit black one with white interior in it, leather.
Jet black exterior, white interior leather. All right, he's rolling. Anybody else?
I like to go on a cruise.
You're going on a cruise. Where's that cruise going? How about down in the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great place. Great place. So a Caribbean cruise. Let me come back. That white interior and that new car you're getting. What kind of material is the interior going to be? It's going to be leather. Close your eyes. Can you smell the leather? Okay, he's smelling it. He's smelling it. Let's jump ahead. What if you knew, matter of fact, what if you went out and won the lottery right now and you knew that you had $20,000 coming in every month? All you had to do was one day a month walk to the mailbox, collect a check, and take it to your bank and put that $20,000 in your account. What would you do with your time? Okay? I won't repeat that one for the camera. But let's just reword a little bit. He's going to tell his boss some things he might want to do with this job that he's got. But what are you going to do with the time now that you're not working 40 hours a week? What are you going to do with that time? Enjoy your family, your friends. Anybody else? Travel within the United States. We have some friends that do some 3-month trips. Like they'll get an RV and go up the coast or go out the west coast or go out to the Grand Canyon. So take some trips, see family, I think somebody else was saying. Start a baseball camp. All right? Can really do some great things for youth, can't you? Okay. So, how about, Kim, I'm going to throw it right to you. 10, 15 years ago, you got pretty successful in a business. The lady across and two down, Stephanie, she wanted to make $500 a month. What was her goal for making $500 a month? Quit her job so she could be she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and raise her two young boys. And how long did it take her to start making $500 a month? 3 months, and that's just the number I remember. And it's great having stories like that. You making $500 a month, helping others make $500 a month. And when you help some others make $500 a month, the next thing you know, you're making $5,000 a month. And keep helping, train them how to help some others make $500 a month. And now you can be making $10,000 a month. And that's exactly the way this type of business works. And the key is this: we're working towards a residual income. That thing about going to the mailbox once a month, that's where we're going. Okay, I used to work in franchising. A few years back, I had a chance to work for a man that was one of these turnaround specialists. Matter of fact, he came from Bain Capital. Matter of fact, he got hired by a guy that's now running for president. That's the guy that hired him right out of school. And he was CEO of Burger King, so he knew franchising. And then he bought the company Quiznos, and I got to go be part of his team. Let me tell you about franchising. Now, we had 5,000 restaurants across the country. It was unbelievable how many people bought a new job. And they traded their 40-hour-a-week job for a 60-hour-a-week job. Because if you bought a franchise, you had to man it. Now think about that. Starting your own business, the American dream. And it was amazing when we would have sales meetings to sell franchises. You'd have thought you were at a network marketing meeting. I mean, it's selling the dream of having your own business. We had videos we'd play. It was the exact same thing. Anybody like to know how much money you got to put up to start a franchise, a Quiznos restaurant? Well, first, it's $25,000 check just to hold your spot. We'd have, sites in the town. If we came here to Montgomery, we'd have a map in the back. Here's 3 spots our real estate department had picked out for you. You better hurry and pick one because there's only 3 here in Montgomery. $25,000 check will hold your spot. Now, by the time you're all in and done, and it usually takes about a year and a half before your restaurant is up and running and making you money, you had to put $70,000, that's 70, $70,000 cash out of your pocket now into the business. You're going to have between $250,000 to $300,000 total into it. 70 of it had to be cash, the rest of it could be loans. But you couldn't borrow the whole 300. We wouldn't let you do that. You had to show us you could put $70,000 in. Think about that. I'm going to write that number here even. $70,000. You've got $300,000 invested now. Would you like to know how much money you can expect to make every year? And this is right out of the income disclosure statement. If you were buying a franchise, the average Quiznos earned you $42,000 every year. And by the way, yes, you've got to be there working 60 hours a week. Who's ready to sign up? Okay? But gang, this is real. I want to give you that analogy tonight as we start our business. Okay, and move into the product line, because what business you select is critical. So like I said, we talk about people buying themselves a new job because that's just what they did. They were a slave to their restaurant. 60 hours a week, $70,000 out of your pocket, $300,000 total investment, and you're making $42,000 a year. Okay, that's, what's that, about $3,500 a month. I want to show you tonight how to make $3,500 a month and then some in mailbox money. That's where we're going. Okay, so what alternatives do we have? Okay, well, two keys when you're looking at a business to run. One, you want products that are highly desirable, a big market. You could start a business selling jets. How many people out there can buy a jet, right? How many people can buy a car today, let alone buy a jet? Very limited market. Okay, so you want products that lots of people, it would appeal to the masses, mass market appeal. And the second thing, ideally, is they're consumable. Okay, people, they use them every day, so that they have to rebuy every month. Okay, we use toothpaste every day. We take vitamins every day. We shampoo our hair every day. We clean our bodies every day. We put stuff on our face every day. You get the idea. Stuff we're using every day. Okay? Well, that's exactly what we have here at Dandy Day. See, Dandy Day was started 33 years ago. We're not another new kid on the block. All right? And that's very important in this economy. Do you really want to take a chance with an unproven business model or unproven company? 33 years. It's a third of a century. We've sustained the ultimate test, the test of time. 33 years ago, Karen Jenkins, our CEO and founder, along with her husband, Sam, developed a proprietary process that in extracting aloe. And so aloe is what we're based on, and that's where we're headed right now, is aloe vera. Okay, and you're saying, well, you know, I know plenty of companies that deal with aloe. Well, stay tuned. You know, I can remember the first, I want to say 13 years we were married, because we lived in Mobile. The first 13 years, Kim always had an aloe plant. So she could go and whack off a leaf and get the gel in there. Okay, she always had it. 13 years. Did you do it in Chicago when we moved up there? Oh, up in Chicago too, and I traveled a lot there, okay? So she's always had an aloe plant. Okay, aloe, very well known. Did you know this? As far back as 2100 BC, there were tablets from Sumeria that talked about the burn healing properties of aloe. Now, 2100 BC, that's 4,100 years ago. Do you think it sustained the test of time? 4,100 years ago? Yeah, that's just about 200 years after that flood, and I'm talking about Noah's flood. Okay? Aloe vera sustained the test of time. You ever hear of Aristotle? Alexander the Great? 333 BC. Aristotle convinced Alexander the Great to go and conquer this little island called the island of Sumatra. Why? Because of the abundance of gold and silver, you're thinking. No, aloe. Abundance of aloe. And why did they want the aloe? For their wounded soldiers. Wow. I wonder if that has anything to do, and I don't have aid cream up here, but if there's any correlation there to that and the success of our aid cream. It's been used in hospitals all across the country for decades. Ever hear of Cleopatra? Remember her? Cleopatra, well known, her use of aloe for beautification properties, for anti-aging. I don't think they called it anti-aging back then. But today, think about all the people you know that want to feel better, they want to look younger, and they want to stay healthy. All right, 3 markets we want to be in right there. And that's what you have at Dandy Day. You see, each one of these products, highly consumable. Each one of these can be used every single day. Okay, and there's a whole lot more products as well. We have cleaning products. We have skincare products. When I say skincare, there's creams, there's cleaning products for your skin. Clean and Clear is a great one. It's just like having that gel in the aloe leaf, but it's already in a bottle for you. All you got to do is take the bottle and squeeze it onto your hand, and there you go. Clean and Clear. Do that twice a day. Do it in the morning, do it at night. There you've got your bottled aloe vera leaf. All right? Highly consumable products. People use them every day. We have the internal line. Okay? Crave Away, B vitamins, aloe, or Alphalo, alfalfa with aloe. It's a great carrier of vitamins and minerals throughout your body system. Okay, so that's where aloe really comes into play. It's got 19 of the 22 essential amino acids already in aloe itself. Okay, and that's where the Aloe Spring comes in. Aloe Spring, now when you get one of these little bottles right here, And I say little. That's a 1 month supply for one person. All right, think about all the companies right now that are one product wonders. It's a juice, $40 a month, right? And you got to buy a case of them. That's how most of those companies are running. That's it right there. You get a gallon container for water, dump this whole bottle in here, fill it up with water, and now you can use good water like that alkaline ionized water. And there you go. That's a 1 month supply for one person. 2 ounces in the morning, 2 ounces at night, along with your aloe pearls. So this is aloe in the water phase, aloe in the oil phase. 2 of these with 2 ounces of water in the morning, 2 of these with 2 ounces in the evening. That's the basic, the standard program, if you will. Now it's amazing. This is great for your digestive system. We added a product line back at the first of the year, and that's this Flora G and Can G. And there's a Flora G Plus. Flora G Plus is what adults want. It's amazing what this did to people that were on this program, the additional benefits. And the people that had been using this line when we brought the line in to Dandy Day, they've been on this, some of them, for 5, 6, 7 years. And when they then added the aloe to this program and with the Can G, it was amazing the synergistic benefits they received. It's a total program. You want them all. And I can tell you, having run out once of that, I know that my body notices a difference. And then once running out of this, my body notices the difference. I know in 2 or 3 days if I'm missing one of them. Absolutely. I mean, I've been doing it for months now. Absolutely know it, okay? So life-changing products, when you hear some of the testimonials, it's just amazing. Every week we hear some life-changing testimonies. Matter of fact, 2 nights ago on our Tuesday night call, we had a 94-and-a-half-year young woman on, and she's been a Dandy Day customer and distributor for 33 years, since the beginning. And it was just, to hear her go through the line was great. So you've got highly consumable products, high demand. By the way, while I'm erasing here, you ever hear of energy drinks and sports drinks? We'll have this video on the site as well. Now, two weeks in a row, this new study that came out from the American Dental Association about, for kids in particular, how bad these sports drinks and energy drinks are for kids because of they're so acidic. It's irreversible damage to their teeth, it's saying. And then this week, when we saw it this past weekend, same doctors came on and said, I didn't think about this the previous week, but I'm worried about their digestion because it's so acidic. So, what if you had a way to get the energy without having to drink it in an acid drink? Dandy Day's original Supreme Energy. And Kim, can you zoom in on that package right there? And I'm going to flip it over to the back. But what you have, these are sample packs. They're now available. Our distributors can purchase these. They're 3-packs because that's all it takes for people to realize the benefits from original Supreme Energy. And I'm getting a lot of heads shaking here. Take 3. They take 1 in the morning, take 2 at lunch. Not only do you have the energy, and now there's nothing acidic in your mouth because you're drinking these, or you're swallowing these with water. Again, there's that good alkaline ionized water, right? So what a market there. And by the way, that study from the American Dental Association, it says 60% of our teenagers and 20-year-olds, the 20s group, 60% of them on a daily basis consume at least one energy drink. 60% of all of our teenagers and 20s group. That's a big market. This is highly consumable. And now let's go to the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 94-year-olds. They want to feel better, they want to look younger, and they want to stay healthy. There you go. So that when they get to retirement, they can travel. When they get that $20,000, that $10,000 a month income, they can travel because they're staying healthy. So how do you make money with highly consumable, highly desirable products? The best way to start here at Dandy Day is what we call our Founders Club. It's a package for $299. You get an assortment of all of our top products. There's a few different packages. Pick the one you like best. Now, when you become a Founders Club member, it's a buy yours and get the $300. Actually, you get about $325 worth of product. But look at this. Just share with 3 people and yours is free. Because every time you share this with someone else who also gets involved and purchases a Founders Club package for $2.99, there we go, for $2.99, that kicks out a $100 commission to you. Do you see now why it's a buy yours, share with 3, there's another 100 with 3, and yours is free. There you go. Now, this business is all about helping others achieve their goals. It's what Zig Ziglar says. Okay, help enough other people get what they want, and you will get everything you want. So do you think these people would like to make their $300 back? Well, when you go out and help them, so when they do this, they're getting $100 each. For each one they bring in, they've got their $300 back. Do you think they're happy? By the way, you're getting $10 from each one of these, and that goes 7 levels up is the payout on the Founders Club. $100 to the sponsor, and oh yeah, you get that back 3 days after these people buy their kit. 3 days later. So you can really get your payment cleared quickly. Now watch how this thing unfolds. So they're going to go out and sponsor 3, and they're going to go out and sponsor 3. Now, let me take this across. So 3 times 3 is 9, and when you train your 3, how to train their 3 to sponsor 3 each, that's going to add 27. And Donnie, if you'll start adding these, that'll be great. Let me take that one more level. That would be 81. 81. And if you'll take that one more level, 5 levels, that's 243 on your 5th level. So Donnie, add those up, and how many people do we have on this team? 363 people on this team. And you're going to be going another level deeper than that. Okay, you'll be making 7% on all the product bought by these people every single month, consumable, over and over and over again. All right? So if they were each doing $100 a month, Donnie, 363, you have that, times 100, and then times 0.07. Times 0.07. $2,541. That's strictly on your unilevel commissions, and that's strictly on 5 levels. Oh, by the way, on these people here, these 39 people, you get to match the check that they earn. You'll match a percentage of that as well. So that's all money on top of this $2,541. Are you starting to see how this works? Now, some of you say, Robert Wood came on the other night with Original Supreme Energy. When Dandy Day first had this product 10 years ago, Robert Wood went to work, if you heard him on Tuesday night a week ago. And in 7 months, now he sponsored a few more than 3 himself, I believe, but I don't want to give the number that he himself sponsored, but his team, he brought in a team of over 12,000 distributors in a 7-month period. We have 363 distributors, and you're making $2,500 a month, plus, because we didn't even include the check matching. Now, watch how this works. You don't have to go sponsor the world. In fact, you shouldn't. We want you to build 5 teams. 5 teams. All right, so in other words, you go sponsor 1 more, and can you teach each of your people how to sponsor 1 more? So this 3 becomes 4, and that becomes 4, etc. So, and Donnie, if you'll go with me, 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. Times 4 is 256 times 4 is 1,024. Now here's where we really want to go. Do you think you could sponsor just one more person? Could you sponsor just one more person, a fifth person? And could you train each of your people how to sponsor just one more person? Each of these now, just one more person. So, you've sponsored 5. Times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. Times 5 is 625. And Donnie, if you'll be adding these, please. And times 5 is 3,125 people. On your 5th level, again, we're only doing this 5 levels deep. You can go up to 8 levels, but everybody can get paid at 6 levels very easily. And as a matter of fact, at 5, you would always get paid at least 6 levels. What's that total? 3,875 people. Do you see how you went from 363 people to 3,875 people, and you just sponsored one more person twice? You sponsored 3, then one more, then one more, and trained everybody else how to do the same. That's the beauty of geometric progression. That's how this thing works. Donnie, just for curiosity, this times 100 times 0.07. Yes. 271.25. $27,000, $125 a month. Okay? Do you see how this works? And like I say, we haven't even included the check matching bonuses that you'd get on this 155 people. Are you beginning to see how you can have a business of your own that you don't have to put anything more than, if there's anything wrong with this business, it's this right here. You only have to start with $299. If we would treat it like you bought a Quiznos franchise and you had to put $70,000 of your own money into it, do you think you'd treat this a little more seriously, like a serious business? Because you've got money on the line there. Treat this. One of the things I always encourage you to do, Donnie, when you get home tonight, Mary, when you get home tonight, get a check out, make it out for $250,000 to your business name. On the back, you might want to write void. I'm not worried about somebody cashing a $250,000 check anyway, but anyway, yeah, that thing will turn to rubber. But you get the idea, and frame it. Put it up on your office wall or in your bathroom when you walk in. When you see that framed check for $250,000 to your business name, treat it that way every single day. Do you think you might get out of bed a little bit earlier if you just put $250,000 into a business? Do you think you might make 1 or 2 extra calls every night because you put $250,000 into that business? Treat it like a business. Sponsor 5. You build 5 teams. That's the key to success. There are people that can sponsor 100. But you know what? When you sponsor 100, when you get to those last 5, where do you think the first 95 are? Gone. Because nobody was there to help them be successful. This is not about you going out and sponsor the world. Sponsor 5 now. Help them be successful. Help them build strong, stable businesses. That's what this is about. Remember, help these people make $10,000 a month. Because you're getting a portion of what they make. Added to your $27,000, and you're going to see it about doubles that. In a perfect world here, okay? So, the key is know your why. By the way, this weekend just happens to be Memorial Weekend, right? How many people are traveling somewhere for Memorial Weekend? Okay? On the internet, I see a few people raising their hand too. Okay. Are you getting to write your travel off? By the way, it's 55.5 cents a mile this year. Yeah, you can be writing that travel off. So if you go 100 miles each way, that's $110, $111 you'd be able to write off just going on a 100-mile trip if you did some business on the trip as well. The tax savings of a home-based business, the number one tax-saving vehicle for most Americans today is having a home-based business. Write off some of your car, some of your house, some of your travel, on and on. Okay? Work with your tax advisor, but plenty of very legitimate tax advantages you can have. So I always love holiday weekends to ask that question to people. How much of your vacation are you getting to write off? Start a home-based business. Right there, that can cover your auto ship every month, just the tax savings. Or that, might even be your initial $299. Many people will save $300 a month just from the tax savings of having a home-based business. All right, so we've got highly consumable products, high demand, because who do you know that doesn't want more energy? By the way, a side benefit of more energy, I didn't even have dinner tonight because doing this meeting tonight, I took 2 of these after, right at lunch, so I'd have energy tonight. I couldn't even eat dinner. Wasn't hungry. That's a side benefit, I guess, of Original Supreme Energy. Know anybody that wants to lose a few pounds, a few inches? Original Supreme Energy. Huge market. Know anybody that wants to look better? Know anybody that wants to feel better? Feel better, look younger, stay healthy. There you go. No better products than aloe vera. Karen developed an unbelievable process that extracts the purest and highest concentrates of aloe in the industry. I got to share one more. I know I'm over time, but I got to share one more story. Robert Wood again was on the conference call. He was standing there with Sam Jenkins when a doctor from UT Health Sciences Center, UT, that's University of Texas, Health Science Center in San Antonio came, and he was telling Sam, I'm doing my own test. I have samples of aloe from 22 companies, and it's a 2-year test in progress. He said, I'm down to the final 2. I see how long they retain their original properties and how long they last. Only 2 are left, and Dandy Day is one of those 2. 2 months later, it came down to 1. Dandy Day was still running 2 years plus. Did not spoil, still retained its properties. Karen, absolutely. That's why you've got the best aloe and the best products here with Dandy Day. Highly consumable products with a huge demand because there's a whole lot of people that want to feel better, they want to look younger, and they want to stay healthy. That's why Dandy Day, and that's why aloe vera. Hey, thanks for being here tonight. Again, we do this every 2 Thursday nights, every other Thursday night. This recording will be on the website tomorrow, so you can send your guests that couldn't make it tonight, send them to the website tomorrow, and they can see it. That website being freedom-2012.com. freedom-2012.com. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Have a safe Memorial Weekend, and don't forget to write off your expenses any way possible here. Make sure you talk some business, some good old Dandy Day business, all right? Thanks. See you in 2 weeks. Good night.